Let's go! Our guy has done it again.
Hey, the motto today, this is our home, bro.
Jayden Daniels, it's not always the prettiest, but man, you will see throughout this film study, there is one thing that separates him from pretty much every other quarterback in the NFL, and it's a big reason why he has had the success that he's had. Rolling out to the right side, you knew this Terry McClaurin connection would eventually start to flourish, and boy, did it. Now, obviously, we know the tragic ending of this drive here. We'll get to that in a second, but I want to show you something really quickly. So Washington fans growing up, we all know them for their hog costumes, right? Well, Jayden Daniels is the embodiment of lipstick on a pig, right? You can set wrong protections. You can do bad things in other areas, and Jayden Daniels will overcome it. Let's start with the beginning of this play. You see the Browns are in an overload on this side. There is a protection flaw here because you'll see that the Commanders slide to the left when there's 3 people over here, but there's 4 guys over here, right? You would think that the slide call would be to the right here with the center, but that's not what happens, okay? Could it be that they felt comfortable with Brian Robinson over here? Maybe so, but both running backs staying to protect. It's a 3-man route, and you'll see that this pressure actually comes home. So you're getting a blitzer here, you're getting a blitzer here, and this safety is actually wrapping around here, and this defensive call is absolutely perfect because they're figuring that the Commanders are running something deep on 3rd and Bethesda here. And actually, I promised a viewer I would use Silver Spring, so let's do that. 3rd and Silver Spring here. So Jayden's looking to the left, and guess what? The pressure gets home. It is a perfect pressure call. And guess what? He feels it out, all right? It's either that or he took his eyes off down the field. I honestly felt like he felt it out because Jayden is just that freaking awesome. And he makes both of these guys miss. My dear beloved Grant Delpit could have gotten him a sack, but that's not what happened. You'll see at the top here, it looks like the Commanders are running a dagger-ish concept. So you're running a vertical here and a dig behind it, or it looks like it's just a stop behind this go route. And you'll see if the protection was actually good. You can see the stripe of Jayden's helmet. He's seeing that this is open, right? This go ball to Terry McClaurin is there. Now, part of why it's there is because of the helmet stripe, okay? Now, you'll see that he starts off looking left. Safety is going that way. Then watch, helmet stripe. Now it's to the right. So this wouldn't have been open. Maybe Jayden was going to look left, look back right, and then throw left. I don't know. But either way, this would have been open for a first down to Dyami Brown. Man, it's just ridiculous. I'm just telling you, Jayden, lipstick on a pig, is able to roll out to the right side, and guess what? He's got Terry McLaurin deep. All right, this is absolutely, positively ridiculous quarterback play. And as you guys have already seen, the ball was really well placed, about as perfectly as you could have asked for, leading him. And 21 just makes an amazing touchdown saving tackle. All right, we get to the 2nd and goal, and Jayden, man, accuracy was a little bit off this game. Guess what? He's a human being. This is a very talented Browns defense, okay? They're running a variation of mesh here, and the orbit motion ends up being the rail. So normally on mesh, there's some variant of a flat or a rail. And guess what? You could throw this football to Luke McCaffrey, and it's bang, bang to the pylon here for a tutty, okay? But Jayden actually makes the right read. He's fading away here. Maybe he could have stepped up into this to give himself more time, but either way, he does miss Zach Ertz right here for the tutty. And then we get a Jayden Daniels INT for the 2nd week in a row. It's kind of strange, right? He's, once again, a human being. I think this is going to hurt Jayden because he values taking care of the football above all else, okay? And you get what he's trying to do, throw with anticipation, hit your big target right here in the red zone. And, man, he probably should have gotten off of this right here. All right. I mean, that's just not going to be there. That's also a really good play from Jock, who's one of the more athletic linebackers. They showed a replay where it looked like that ball hit the ground, but the Browns get lucky here. Now, we get to here. I am a little shocked that Jayden didn't get off this, right? You can see they have 3 guys to 3 players to the short side of the field. And you could just see at the top of the screen, you have a 2-on-2 situation. So if you have a single high right here, you could start off right and then work all the way back to the left. And you got Terry McClaurin here on this inbreaker, okay? And this actually ends up being a really good job by Luke McCaffrey, creating a lot of traffic here for Terry McLaurin. Now, once again, I would need the end zone copy or even just an all-22 copy to see if this actually was there. God, it might have been. It might have been. Actually, it was. But no problem at all. Jayden marches him right down the field. Man, this is just really good stuff. Show a jet sweep motion to get the defense thinking that this could be a jet sweep. Okay, and watch what this action does. Look at all this gravity to Terry McLaurin. But you know what the funny thing is? It doesn't really look like that the Browns defense is playing Terry McLaurin really at all. I want you to see everybody's eyes here. It's on Jayden Daniels. Y'all, the gravity that he creates on a football field in the run game makes life easier for every running back he's played with, all right? Dating back to his LSU days. It is amazing what he can do for any RB. And what's funny is there's been studies on this, right? Jalen Hurts has made running backs look a lot better than they are. Same thing is true for Lamar Jackson. And look at this. Honestly, there's only one linebacker here to the backside. In fact, it's not even a linebacker. It's, once again, one of my favorite safeties ever in Grant Delpit. Look, every single player is playing the Jayden Daniels boot. I mean, look at that. That is ridiculous gravity, and you'll see that this was not a clean tackle break by Brian Robinson. But all these players are over here just so petrified of Jayden, all the jet sweeps and all of that, that they are more willing to let Brian Robinson on a simple handoff beat him in the red zone than Jayden. Now, I got in trouble on my Falcons film study recently. That's still too close for comfort right there. And anytime someone does that as an offense, you want to go pick the ball up. That could save you 6, but it is what it is. I would say in terms of hierarchy of linebackers when it comes to athleticism, he's up there. Watch Jayden just delete him. Just delete him like he's not even there. Look, he catapults him all the way back to Baltimore as far as the wiggle room again. Jayden actually makes a minor mistake. On 4th and 3, we want to just pick up these yards and move on to the next down. I mean, that's there. All right, so you get the man coverage beater that you want on the bottom. Lots of traffic here for these DBs to sort out, okay? And there's a lot of different ways you could sort out this traffic, but it wasn't done well at all. So the Commanders could call the absolute perfect play, Jayden not take it, and still end up being a bigger gain than what was initially desired. And the funny thing about it is there was actually a lot of these kinds of plays with Jayden at LSU in 2022 before he became one of the best college quarterbacks we've ever seen. Guys open, Jayden not take it, there be unblocked blitzers, he still make them miss and do this. I mean, it is surreal playmaking ability. So Jayden is still growing as a passer, but last year he put together one of the best deep ball throwing season in college football history. And that is the downside of when you play single high versus Jayden Daniels. He's just going to work these go balls all day. All right, so you can see he sees his safety right up the gut here. He knows he's going to take one of the go ball shots, and he takes the correct one here with Dyami Brown, who's always had talent. He just needed a QB, and this time Dyami Brown leaves 23 in the dust, and look at this ball placement. I know he's open, but watch. Bang. Didn't even need to break stride. All right, I'd like to say that I'm surprised. Obviously, nobody could predict Jayden Daniels being the best quarterback in the NFL right now, and especially the best quarterback in the NFC. But, man, he just is right now, and he's probably the NFL MVP. Now, let's have a conversation about this final play. And obviously there's more plays, but, man, I want you guys to go out there, enjoy your day, touch some grass after another elite Jayden Daniels performance. 13 personnel, 3 tight ends to the right side. Crowd this line of scrimmage. You're thinking that the Commanders are just going to run the football, burn clock. They're up by a lot here. But you're actually trying to hit something deep. Okay? Zach Ertz starts off on this play action fake as if he's blocking. The safety in the corner are not fooled. All right? They see Zach Ertz leaking right here on the play action fake, and it's covered. So Jayden sees on this side that he's got man-to-man here versus Terry McClaurin. Now, give the Commanders' offensive line a lot of credit. This is some ridiculous pass pro. I'm not the biggest fan of cut blocking, but it works right here. And Jayden knows all I got to do is back up and give Terry McClaurin plenty of time to clear out or come back on this comeback route. And, man, that is just really good quarterbacking. So comment below if you think I'm hyperbolizing, if Jayden is the best quarterback in the NFC. So I understand I wax poetic quite a bit about Jayden. He is lifting the performance of everyone. There's been plenty of guys stepping up. You know, McCaffrey looks good. Here he is making a block. The offensive line's done well. You know, this is a good play call from Cliff Kingsbury, right? They've been blitzing Jock a whole lot. Why not run the most unstoppable play in the NFL? Pause it right here. If you want to learn more about this play, this video will be floating pretty soon. Normally it's done with the tight end. This time you actually get it done with one of the more explosive ball carriers in the NFL right now. Yes, it is Austin Ekeler. He's got a lot of juice. After this, Jayden threw an absolute red zone dime to Terry McLaurin, and it was dropped. It was a really difficult catch. He could have made it, but there you go. Now, floating in your face some other videos, and we'll talk to you soon. Follow me on X at Card of the Power. It is Power Hour NFL. Boom! Jayden straight hooking these fools. And tonight we are doing lemon pepper chicken wings. Let's go.